Namaste students, welcome to our EVS class. In the previous class, we have learnt about the organs for breathing. Today we'll learn breathing in and breathing out. So on the screen you can see a person standing and breathing fast. So after jogging, he started to breathe fast. Let's learn more. We already know the respiratory organs help us to breathe. Today we will explain why the rate of breathing changes. The keywords are process, inhale, exhale. Process means method. Inhale to take in air. Exhale to give out air. So this is a stopwatch. How to use the stopwatch and why people use stopwatch? Mostly in order to count the seconds, right? Especially in the case of running race, in order to find out how much seconds they took, right? So here the stopwatch, in this lesson we are going to count our breath. Okay, how many times we have taken the breath. Okay, breath rate, that is the use of the stopwatch. Ordinary watches, they show us hours and minutes. Stopwatch also shows us the seconds, right? Let us watch this video. Inhalation means when we take in air, the diaphragm, okay, diaphragm moves up and the lungs fill in with air. During exhalation, the diaphragm goes up, okay, chest is squeezed and the lungs pump air. The number of times we breathe in 1 minute is known as the breath rate. When we exercise or do physical activities, we breathe faster. We take more breaths in 1 minute. Let us watch the video once again. During inhalation, the diaphragm comes down and the chest swells up and lungs fill with air. During exhalation, the diaphragm goes up. Inhalation, the diaphragm goes down. Okay? Number of times we breathe in air in 1 minute is known as our breathing rate. When we exercise or do physical activities, we breathe faster. We take more breaths in 1 minute. What change did you notice in the number of breath after jogging? So if all of us, if we jog, okay, if we jump or jog for some time, and if we count our breath rate, what will we observe? We counted the number of breaths in 1 minute while we were sitting and after we jogged, okay? So this is an activity that we are going to do. First, we are going to count the number of breaths in 1 minute when we are sitting. They will record it and then we will jog in the same place where we are standing for 1 minute. After jogging, how many times we took the breath or the breath rate, we will compare. So what do we see? The number of breaths was much higher when we counted them after jogging. It was lower when we were sitting. The number of times we breathe in a minute is known as the breathing rate. When and why does the breathing rate change? Our breathing rate increases when we have when we do heavy physical activities. Okay, breathing rate increases when we do physical activities like climbing stairs, running, jumping, or jogging. Our breathing rate becomes lower when we are sitting or sleeping. When we do heavy physical activities, our body needs more oxygen, so we breathe faster. When we sit or sleep, our body does not need extra supply of oxygen, so we breathe at a slower rate. Babies take very short breaths. Is their breathing rate faster or slower than ours? Babies take short breaths, so their breathing rates are faster than ours. Like us, they also need continuous supply of oxygen in their bodies. As they take in small amount of air each time, they need to breathe in and breathe out faster to get oxygen into their bodies. Okay? They need oxygen, so they breathe fast. Now let us do the worksheet, breathing in and breathing out. Which picture shows inhaling and exhaling? Label them correctly. So under the pictures in the boxes you have to show inhaling and exhaling. So as the arrow in the first picture, it points, it is towards inside. So we understand that the first picture is inhaling, right? And even the arrows also show that the lungs are, and they expand, right? And the diaphragm, above the diaphragm we can show that it is shown that the diaphragm goes down. So while inhaling, we breathe in air, the diaphragm goes down, and the lungs get filled with the air. So the first picture is inhaling and the second picture is exhaling. Now second question, why are the breathing rates of the girl and the boy in the picture different? In the picture we can see that the girl is running and the boy is sitting in a place. What is the breath rate of the girl? It is 40 breaths in a minute, whereas the boy has only 20 breaths in a minute. What is the reason? Because when we do physical activities like jogging and running, our breath rate will be higher. So the girl's breath rate is higher because she is jogging, whereas the boy is taking rest. He does not need an extra supply of oxygen, so his breath rate is slow. Third question, why does a sleeping baby breathe faster than a 10-year-old sleeping boy? A sleeping baby breathes faster because baby takes short breaths, so in order to get supply of oxygen they breathe faster, right? Now for the practice questions in the content book, arrange the sentences in the correct order. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D sentences are in a jumbled order. You have to put them in the correct sequence. A, we exhale carbon dioxide. B, we inhale air. C, the air sacs in the lung take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. D, air travels through the windpipe. So, in the first box you are going to write B, we inhale air. Then what is the next thing that happens? That is D, air travels through the windpipe. Then C, air sacs in lungs take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Then last one is A, we exhale carbon dioxide. Okay. So what is the order once again? It is B, D, C, A. Right? Second question. John started running on the beach. How will his breathing rate change and why? John's breathing rate will become faster because After running, he'll need extra oxygen, so he'll breathe fast. Third question, how will the breathing rate be different while sleeping and while climbing stairs? When we are sleeping, our breathing rate will be slower. While we are climbing stairs, our breathing rate will be faster. Why? Because when we are doing heavy physical activities, our body needs more oxygen. That is the reason we'll be breathe fast. So that's all for today, students. Thank you. Have a good day, and also read the lesson from the content book 2 times and underline new words.